So, we were talking about learning out of comfort zone. So, when we talk about learning out of comfort zone, we need to see this picture very carefully first. What is mean by comfort zone? Comfort zone means where we feel safe and all things are in our control. But today's situation is not in our control. That COVID-19 has a drastic change in our life. It changed our lives. That fear is there, fear factor is there. We are afraid of people also nowadays because of this disease, which is very contagious disease. So we are feeling little low in this condition. So students are also facing the same problem. So out of comfort zone there is fear zone, where we are now. So lack of self-confidence, might be some students are facing that problem. We are affected by others' opinion. Some students might find excuses to do study. But we have to come out of this zone. So we have to enter into learning zone. So what we have to do? So we have to deal with challenges and problems. We have to face the problems and challenges of our life. When we acquire new skills, extend our comfort zone, we reach in the learning zone. So we have to motivate our students to come out of comfort zone and enter into learning zone. And we have to support them to cross the fear zone. And when they will enter into learning zone, they will acquire new skills. They will try to expand their comfort zone. They will deal problems and challenges of their life with positivity and with confidence. And when they will do all these things, they will enter into growth zone in their future life. What is meant by growth zone? That they will work on their dreams. They set new goals to acquire. They conquer the objectives, important things of their life, and find purpose of their life to live. So we have to help them to reach up to this as a parent, and we teachers are also helping them to reach up to that level. So skills to acquire for language. So these are the 4 skills, very important skills to acquire the English language. So spoken and written skill. We give importance to these skills more. When we listen attentively, we listen lots of material of language like books, audiobooks, news channels, people talking in that language. We learn properly to speak. Our speaking skill enhances after that. And to acquire a good writing skill or to improve in writing skill, what we have to do? Reading. We have to read more story books. We have to read study books, textbooks, newspapers. We have to increase our vocabulary and grammar. Use of correct grammatical words. Then our writing will be developed. So 4 important skills are given here: listening, speaking, reading and writing. To acquire any language, we need to acquire these skills first. So here are some important skills to learn speaking skill or to acquire speaking skill. First important thing is fluency of talking, vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, how you pronounce the word, how you use the correct grammatical words, how different new words you use in your vocabulary, and how fluently you speak. These 4 things matter in speaking skill. Then listening. Listening is very important skill. It is important for communication skill. We probably spend more time using our listening skill than any other kind of skill. Like other skills, listening takes practice. Real listening is an active process, and listening requires attention. So active listening is very important. So how to acquire listening skill? So effective listening is the process of analyzing sounds, organizing them into recognizable pattern, interpreting the patterns and understanding the message by inferring the meaning. So many of the problems we experience with people in our daily lives are primarily attributable to ineffective listening or lack of listening. So because of that, our speaking skill also little bit low because we don't listen attentively. And listening skill is very important skill. It comes first of all the skills like speaking, reading, writing. If you see this diagram, listening is the first skill which is known as important for communication skill and which comes first in learning any language. So first we listen the words, then we speak, then we read, and then write. So these are the 4 stages of acquiring a language. Importance of listening. Communication is not complete without effective listening. An attentive listener stimulates better speaking by the speaker. A good listener learns more than an indifferent listener. So try to encourage your children to be a good listener. A good listener can restructure fake speaking in a way that produces clear meaning. If we listen attentively, we will get the clear meaning of the word. A good listener learns to detect prejudices, assumptions, and attitudes. So we all try to become a good listener. If we will do that, we will learn language very fast. After that, speaking skill. What is meant by speaking skill? People feel that speaking in a new language is harder than reading, writing, and listening for 2 reasons. First reason is, unlike reading or writing, speaking happens in real time. Means, when we speak to another person face to face, we use present tense. Then, when we speak, we cannot edit or revise what we wish to say. We can do so when we have to write. Means we cannot erase words while speaking like we do if we do any mistake while writing. That is the reality. Then effective ideas for speaking skills. So there are some barriers of effective communication skills. If we will overcome the barriers, we will speak effectively. Like we can use simple words. Our body language is very important. By our smile, eye contact, gestures, tone, we can convey our meaning or message effectively. Then cultural sensitivity is there. Checking for understanding, seeking participation, effective questions. So if we ask questions frequently in that language, we can develop a good speaking skill. Summarizing what has been said means if we try to summarize our writing, our textual lesson or poem in our own words, it can develop a good language skill learning. Then connecting with the audience. As a teacher, we need to connect with the students. If we connect with the students effectively, they will automatically learn good. So how to improve speaking skill? There are simple 7 steps given here. First important step is speak clearly. While speaking, you have to speak clear pronunciation you have to use. Then develop a flow, means we should not stuck in between while speaking. We should not use word like this. So that's why we need to increase our vocabulary. Then choose your mastery topics, means which topics you know better. You should choose that topics for speaking. Then become a topic master, means if you will choose a particular topic which is best for you, which you know better, you can become a topic of that. You can become a topic master. Then develop your style of speaking. The way you speak matters. Then you should practice daily. If you want to learn an English language, you should practice daily speaking English language. And practice at events, in different situations, with different people. You should talk more in that language to learn. Then next is reading skill. For reading skill, there are some other skills required, like our eye movement, our visual discrimination, association skill, and interpretation abilities. Means when we read, we look with our eyes, we speak with your mouth, and we try to interpret that word's meaning in our mind. Then factors influencing acquisition of reading ability. So if you want to acquire reading skill, these factors influence, like motivation. As a teacher, we are motivating our students to read books, read stories, read lessons. So as a parent also, you can motivate. Then home background, that as I said, that parents are role models for the students. Then we are using different strategies to make them read the lesson, like vocabulary comprehension, literary appreciation, and study skills that we are using. Then attitude of parents, siblings, teachers, pair, these also things matters. Motor ocular discrimination means we read it with our eyes, speak with our mouth, so that coordination also matters. Visual discrimination, auditory or language facility, how much material is available with us to read that language, and interest, very important. These things influence reading skill. Then next comes the writing skill. Out of the 4 skills in language learning, writing is a very important skill. as it serves as the medium through which we communicate with our ideas, thoughts, or feelings to other people who are at a distance from us. The children should be taught how to use the language in speech and then in writing. Means we taught them how to speak, how to use correct pronunciation, how to use correct grammatical words, and then we encourage them more to write. In words of Bacon, reading makes a full man and writing as exact man. Means these two things matters. So importance of good handwriting. Yes, in writing skill, handwriting plays very important role. It is generally associated or considered as a mirror of good culture. It promotes better readability and comprehension. If you will write in good handwriting, the reader will be able to read what is conveyed by the writer. So, in examinations, good handwriting impress the examiner and student gets the good credit of that. And to acquire a good handwriting is a privilege, means it's a advantage to the student. Then composition. It is the written exercise, means in this sense of from supplying a missing word to writing an essay. Like we gave some points to write an essay, some clues were given to frame an advertisement or to write a review, report writing, book review. We give some words or clues and they compose that letter writing, essay writing, or advertise with help of that words. So writing is a mode of expression such as speech. Man has the urge to express. We should express ourselves, and when we try to express ourselves, we use words. We use words then for writing also. So composition exercise means writing a paragraph, essay writing, story writing. It's descriptive or narrative in future. Next important thing is grammar. So what is grammar? It is a set of rules for forecoming the words and arranging the words in a sentence in the correct order to convey the complete or correct meaning. So English grammar plays very important role in language learning, specifically we can say. So grammar is the structural foundation of our ability to express ourselves. So there are some learning outcomes of English language. And students will learn to speak fluently in English and able to read lessons with proper pronunciation. Students will write grammatically correct. They will listen English paragraphs and write answers on it. Means one teacher or one student will read the paragraph, other students will listen on it and write answers on it. So this way we can conduct listening activity also. For improving the writing skill, we can give them essays, advertisement, reports, book reviews, and they can write it with the confidence. So these are the outcomes of the learning English language. So I thank you all the parents for listening attentively and I'm sure that our students will learn very good or effective language learning through using these sources, and teachers are there to help them anytime. Thank you very much.